Hey family, it's your girl Dion Michelle from Love, Life, and the Law with a quick hit for you. Listen with your heart, not just your ears. And I could add to that and say, hear with your heart and not just your ears. Now, why do I say that? People always say, oh, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right? Because you're supposed to listen 2 times as much as you talk. That's probably a good analogy. But I think the bigger thing is communication is a two-way street. It's easy to talk. The difficult part is to listen and hear. And I say listen with your heart because listening with your ears only requires attentiveness. Heck, I know people that can sleep standing up. They'll be in meetings, boss be talking, they be standing there, and all of a sudden I go, wake up, you snoring. That might be a gift or a curse, I don't know. But the truth of the matter is that it takes more than just attentiveness to listen, to hear. And when you listen with your heart, it also takes compassion. It takes a lot of compassion to be able to listen to somebody tell you how you made them feel and not get angry. It takes a lot of compassion to listen to your child tell you that they feel like you failed them, and for you to want to do better instead of want to fight about it or want to push them away or want to tell them off. I'm talking about this because these are the kind of things that nobody teaches us. These are the kind of things that we as people do not intuitively know. And if you're as stubborn and bullheaded as I am, and a Ram and a Scorpio or whoever, some of us crabs, the cancers or whatever the case may be, some of us, it's not our natural makeup. But it can be. It might not have been birthed in you. But if you take the time, you can acquire those skills. I wasn't born an attorney. I had to go to school and learn those skills. And then even after I finished school, that doesn't mean I was a great litigator. I had to be in court and learn to litigate. It's taken me years to get to the point where I can actually listen without interrupting the person when they're telling their story, but I still know what I'm going to say. I want them to be heard. To be quite honest with you, most of the time, I get more out of listening to what they have to say and then giving them a different perspective than I do out of any law book. If we want to develop better relationships with people, we got to stop just listening with our ears. We have to hear and we have to listen with our heart. You want your relationship with your mate, your spouse, to be better? Start listening with your heart. Don't just listen to what they told you. Listen to the pain, the anguish, the concern that comes with the words that they said, because sometimes the words aren't enough. My ex-husband often said that the English language is the most inarticulate language on the planet. Yes, I learned something even from my ex-husband because I listened. And when he told me that, what I got out of it that particular day was there were some things he wanted to say to me, but he didn't even have the right words to say. So I just listened. I'm not saying that's perfect, but for anybody that's going through something, I don't care if it's with your kid, at work, if you're a supervisor, sometimes it's not enough for you to always bark out orders. If you really want your organization to be better, sometimes you gotta let the people come in and tell you a little bit about what's going right and wrong. And don't just listen so you can tell them what they need to fix. Listen with your heart. Yes, even at work. Because it takes compassion to be a leader. Now, I'm not telling you to be a pushover, but it still takes compassion. We spend as much time at work, or we used to. I'm retired. I don't work right now. Thank you, Jesus. You spend 8, 10, 12 hours at work, then you spend 8 hours sleeping. I'd only spend 2 or 3 hours with your family. So maybe the place that you need to listen the most with compassion and with your heart is at work, because that's where you spend most of your time. But I digress. Don't just listen with these. Listen with this. See what it gets you. Y'all know the deal. I don't know everything, but I do know a lot about a little. and a little about a lot. And the biggest thing I know, you gotta keep God up top. It's your girl, Dion Michelle, Love, Life, and the Law. Ciao.